Reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 3, sloka number 14. So Prabhuji can sit in front of me instead of there. Please repeat after me. Annadhanti bhutani Parjanya anna sambhavaha Yanya bhavati parjanyo Yanyaha karma sambhavaha. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. All living bodies subsist on food grains, which are produced from rains. Rains are produced by performance of India, and India is born of prescribed duties. Purport. Srila Paladeva Vidya Bhushana, a great commentator on Bhagavad Gita, writes as follows: Ekindriya angataya vastitam yingyam sarveshwaram vishnu abhyacha tachesam asmanti tena tad deha yatra sampadayanti te santah sarveshwarasya yanya purushasya bhaktaha sarva kilvishay anadikala vipridai atmanubhava pratibandhakai nihidaihi papaipi muchyate. The Supreme Lord, who is known as the Yanya Purusha, or the personal beneficiary of all sacrifices, it is the master of all the demigods, who serve him as different limbs of the body, serve the whole. Demigods like Indra, Chandra and Varuna are appointed officers who manage material affairs, and the Vedas direct sacrifices to satisfy these demigods so that they may be pleased to supply air, light and water sufficiently to produce food grains. When Lord Krishna is worshipped, the demigods who are different limbs of the Lord are also automatically worshipped. Therefore, there is no separate need to worship the demigods. For this reason, the devotees of the Lord who are in Krishna consciousness offer food to Krishna and then eat, a process which nourishes the body spiritually. By such action, not only are past sinful reactions in the body vanquished, but the body becomes immune to all contamination of material nature. When there is an epidemic disease, an antiseptic vaccine protects a person from the attack of such an epidemic. Similarly, food offered to Lord Vishnu and when taken by us makes us sufficiently resistant to material affection. And one who is accustomed to this practice is called a devotee of the Lord. Therefore, a person in Krishna consciousness who eats only food offered to Krishna can counteract all reactions of past material infections, which are impediments to the progress of self-realization. On the other hand, one who does not do so continues to increase the volume of sinful action, and this prepares the next body to resemble hogs and dogs to suffer the resultant reactions of all sins. The material world is full of contaminations, and one who is immunized by accepting prasadam of the Lord, food offered to Vishnu, is saved from the attack, whereas one who does not do so becomes subjected to contamination. Food grains or vegetables are factually eatables. The human being eats different kinds of food grains, vegetables, fruits, etc. and animals eat the refuse of the food grains and vegetables and grass, plants, etc. Human beings who are accustomed to eating meat and flesh must also depend on the production of vegetation in order to eat the animals. Therefore, ultimately, we have to depend on the production of the field and not on the production of beef factories. The field production is due to sufficient rain from the sky, and such rains are controlled by demigods like Indra, Sun, Moon, etc. And they are all servants of the Lord. The Lord can be satisfied by sacrifices. Therefore, one who cannot perform them will find himself in scarcity. That is the law of nature. Yajna, specifically the Sankirtana Yajna prescribed for this age, must therefore be performed to save us at least from scarcity of food. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prachadine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashachiresha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gauravasarunda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome to this Sunday program at our ISKCON Haralur Center. So for the past few weeks, we were discussing from Bhagavad Gita, that chapter. It is called Karma Yoga. So last week we were seeing some of the important points as far as background of Karma Yoga. And today let us see further on this continuation. So we are discussing between 10th sloka and the 16th sloka. But one of the sloka, important sloka, today what we read is about the grains. But however, today's discussion is between 10th sloka and the 16th sloka. So in the beginning of Karma Yoga, that is chapter 3, Arjuna is asking Krishna, in the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, you said Buddhi Yoga, that is working on devotional intelligence is better than Karma Yoga. So if intelligence is better, then let me go to forest. Why I have to fight in the ghastly warfare? Why Arjuna is saying ghastly warfare? Because the crowd who participated in Mahabharata war was 64 crores. It's not a simple count, ordinary count, 64 crores. So seeing that crowd, Arjuna is asking to Krishna, why I have to fight in this war? Should I take renunciation or should I do Karma Yoga? Arjuna getting that, actually Arjuna got confused with 4 terminologies. One is called Vikarma. Vikarma means an action which is not approved by our Vedas. Such action will create a very bad reaction. Second is Karma Khanda process. Karma Khanda means I will do certain activity for my pleasure. I want to enjoy the result. That is called Karma Khanda process. One who does such, like most of the worldly people are belong to this category. Karma Kanda, Karmi. That we will work very hard, whatever results, I will enjoy. That is the mentality called Karmi mentality. So the third is called Karma Yoga. So there is a difference between Vikarma and Karma Kanda. Also there is a difference between Karma Kanda and Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga means I may not have accept Vishnu as the Supreme. Still, as a matter of duty, I will perform all my work and I will try to offer the results to Vishnu. Here there is one subtle difference. It is not mandatory that I have to accept Vishnu as the Supreme. Still, as a matter of duty, I will offer the results to Vishnu and I should be unattached to the results. Now, question may arise why it is so. So, actually, these are the terminologies Arjuna got confused. So, Krishna, even if you see in the Karma Yoga part also, initially Krishna talks about Karma Yoga, then Krishna talks about Karma Kanda process. Once again, Krishna goes back to Karma Yoga process and glorifies Karma Yoga. Then what is the obstacle in following Karma Yoga? Why one should follow Karma Yoga? This is the sequence Krishna says. So the sequence is not linear. It is like a spiral sequence. Krishna starts with Karma Yoga, then Karma Kanda, then Vikarma, then again back to Karma Yoga, then glories of Karma Yoga. Then what is the obstacle everybody faces in this world? That is how spiral sequence Krishna follows. Let us talk about this sloka. So Karma Yoga, why one should work without attachment? What is the reason one should work without attachment? See, this word is called Kunta. Kunta means the world full of anxieties. What will happen next to me? What will happen in the future? Whether my future will be taken care when I am old. So every second, everybody is in some kind of anxiety. That is called Kunta. Vaikuntha means the place where there is no anxiety. There is no worry about future as well as past. Always everybody will be in the present tense. That is called Vaikuntha. So here, why Krishna is suggesting Arjuna just to work, do not take renunciation. Here, basically Krishna here talks about renunciation means Jnana Yoga. Jnana Yoga, that is developing the spiritual knowledge, just to meditating on the spiritual knowledge, being aloof from our worldly activities. That is what Krishna technically says as Jnana Yoga. So Arjuna is asking Krishna, suppose I am qualified to perform Jnana Yoga, still should I perform Karma Yoga or should I perform Jnana Yoga? So in the sequence Krishna says, Jnana Yoga is better than Karma Yoga. Still, as per your nature, you cannot take renunciation so easily. Even if you are qualified to perform Jnana Yoga, better perform Karma Yoga for your situation. Because you can be, seeing you, many followers will follow your advice. So, Karma Yoga means working as a matter of duty, that work also prescribed as per the Shastras and not attached to the results. What will happen if I do not get attached to the results? What will happen is the anxiety will come down. Unless anxiety comes down, I cannot be able to control the mind. So if you read Bhagavad Gita as it is, in any purport, Prabhupada has not much explained about actual Karma Yoga. If you go through the start chapter of Bhagavad Gita, any chapter, Prabhupada talks about Krishna consciousness only. But in reality, Karma Yoga is actually not Krishna consciousness. Karma Yoga is prior to Krishna consciousness. Any purport, if you see, Prabhupada says Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You chant Hare Krishna, you can not only please demigods, you can ultimately please Krishna. That is sufficient for this Kali Yuga. So one of the authors asked this question to Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada, you have to talk about Karma Yoga, but in every purport you have glorified Bhakti Yoga. Why is it so? So Prabhupada said, in Kali Yuga, people are so lazy, disturbed, completely restless. They have restless mind. Nobody will be much interested to open any spiritual book and sit and read patiently. Nobody will do that. And on the other hand, if you see, if somebody follows Karma Yoga means I may not have agreed Krishna as the Supreme, but still I might have some frustration on this material world. I will do my duties perfectly, but I will not attach it to the results. So if someone follows this psychology will make them mature enough. Gradually, they will evolve from Karma Yoga to Jnana Yoga to Bhakti Yoga. So ultimately, Bhakti Yoga is the conclusion. Hence, in my purpose, I have given the conclusion. Karma Yoga to Jnana Yoga to Bhakti Yoga. What is the conclusion? Ultimately, one has to come to Krishna consciousness, start to love Krishna. So I have given the conclusion in my purpose. Why? Now it is okay, but gradually when Kali Yuga processes, people will not be interested to sit, analyze, contemplate on any spiritual subject matter. Hardly 5 or 10 minutes they will wait there, they will feel bored. They will get bored of the subject matter. So Prabhupada thought, even if they read 5 minutes, in that 5 minutes, by reading my purport, they should know what is the conclusion of reading Bhagavad Gita. So any purport in Karma Yoga chapter, Prabhupada again talks about Krishna consciousness only. Now at least our generation is okay, but going forward, if you see, people are not much interested in reading books. Most of the time, we are addicted to videos, audios. Sitting, opening the book and reading, that most of the people, even nowadays, it's not ready to do that. So that is the reason. Even another Mayavadi asked a question to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, in many slokas, this word Krishna is not present. Why you have written this word Krishna? Why you have mentioned the holy name of Krishna in the translation? In many slokas it is not there, true. So Prabhupada said, in many slokas Krishna name is there, and you Mayavadis, you do not mention Krishna in the translation. To counteract that, even if Krishna name is not present, I have given Krishna's name in translation. Because ultimately the conclusion is, somehow or other, one should come to Krishna consciousness, start to love Krishna. And that way in Kali Yuga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, nobody knows also what is this mean by. Nobody knows also. So Prabhupada simplified whether Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, come to the purpose, start to love Krishna, chant Hare Krishna, read Bhagavad Gita, take only prasadam, purify your intelligence, and just progress in the devotional service. So, see, let us discuss about this sloka, Anna Bhavanti Bhutani. How our government functions. There are many departments categorized under our government. Education, law and order, police department, then revenue department, income tax department. So if you start to see, 50 to 56 departments are there. So public who are accessing to each of these departments, they will pay money. Sometimes the public will pay tax directly to the government. Sometimes through these officers, money will be collected and finally will be submitted to the government. So that is how the government has been decided, not only in this country, any country. Unfortunately, we have been taught in a school that we are living in a universe. But if you read Shastras, we are not just living in a universe. We are living in a universal government. Universal government. So, however, how much I am earning, accordingly, I have to pay to the tax. I have to pay tax to the government. Somebody doesn't want to pay tax, somehow or other, someday he will get caught. Right? June, July, we will get Form 16, we will go to auditor, we will file the return, and if we are fortunate, we will get some return amount. And for the sales, for the business people, we have sales tax in the form of GST. Every month they have to file. So, based on my income, is that slab? 0 to 10 lakhs, 10 lakhs to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 30. Based on my salary slab, I have different tax slabs and I have to pay tax to the government. So it is unavoidable. Imagine for a simple government to run, government requires tax and as a good citizen I have to pay tax to the government. Similarly, if the whole universe has to run and I am taking air, sunlight, everything free of cost, how it is possible that I do not require to pay anything? I have to pay. Right? So what is the tax which I have to pay to the nature? That is what Krishna talks in Bhagavad Gita 3rd chapter, which is called Yengya. In previous yugas, they were doing Homa. Yengya means many people do not know. Homa. What is a Homa? So, they will perform Homa, they will chant various mantras to please the demigods, and certain results they will offer to the demigods. Same thing, I am earning, let's say I am earning 20 lakhs. Out of the 20 lakhs, though all the 20 lakhs is my own amount, still 2 or 3 lakhs I have to pay to the government as a tax. Some major portion goes to tax. Similarly, while doing performance of sacrifice, I will get some kind of result. The results also I am paying back to the material nature, that is to demigods. See how rain produces. In our science, how we have studied, that is due to the summer season, all the ocean water gets evaporated, and the ocean water gets evaporated, it gets formed in the form of a cloud, and once the cloud gets condensed, it pours the rain on the hills and we will get water. It comes in the form of stream, river, then we are getting water. Imagine a normal government to run, there is no automated process. There are so many departments who are taking care of the particular department so that the entire government can run. Can't we think that all this process will happen automatically without any controller? See, in our science, we are focusing on the process, but we are not focusing on the controller who is in charge of this process. So that is the difference between our Vedas and our science. Our science, it focuses on the process. So water gets evaporated, it becomes cloud, and the clouds get condensed and we get water. Yes, this is the process, which is correct. But who is controlling this process? Our Vedas deals with the controller. Our science deals with process. Our Vedas deals with the controller. Okay. So Vedas is recommending you are focusing on the process, which is fine, but if you also should focus on the controller, please the controller. If the controller gets pleased, the process will occur automatically. So that is the reason Krishna says, Arjuna, who is the controller? Please the controller. And the controller gets pleased, what will happen? This process will work properly. If this process works properly, there will be sufficient rainfall. Sufficient rainfall, there will be sufficiently grains will get produced. If everybody gets grain, food, nobody will feel to steal from others. Most of the thieves, why they are stealing? Because they do not have money to eat food. That is the reason they are stealing. So Krishna says, if sufficiently grains are produced, if stomach is full, nobody will think about stealing. In that way, what will happen? Government can run peacefully. So Krishna recommends this karma kanda process. Perform sacrifice. Now the problem is, in this modern age, it is impossible to perform such sacrifice because it requires highly qualified brahmanas who can pronounce Sanskrit shlokas without any mistake. While chanting these shlokas, the consciousness also should be proper. Suppose verbally I am chanting some shlokas, but my consciousness is something different, it will produce negative results. It will produce negative results. In Bhagavatam there is a story, a king and a queen, they decided to perform a sacrifice to get a suitable son. King was more eager to get son. Queen was more eager to get a daughter. The queen said the Brahmanas, you should chant mantras, in a way I will get daughter. And the Brahmanas got scared of the queen and they started chanting mantras. Mantra meaning was to get a son, but the consciousness was to get a daughter. And finally daughter appeared. So to get the highly qualified Brahmanas in Kali Yuga is very difficult. Because as we discussed last week, in Bhagavatam 4th canto it is mentioned, Taledosha Niderajan, Asti hi eko mahan gunaha, Kirtanat eva Krishnasya, Mukta Sangaha Parambuji. Kali Yuga is ocean of mistakes, fault, contaminations. Anywhere you go, you cannot find a perfection in any process. So, eko asti eko mahan gunaha. That is, just by chanting the holy names of Krishna, one can easily get purified. So Prabhupada recommends better take the process of Sankirtana Yajna. Yajna means Homa. The Yajna, what Krishna says in Kali Yuga, it is difficult to perform that. In the other chapter, Krishna says, Yajnosmi. Yajnanam Japa Yajnosmi. Arjuna, among all the sacrifices, I am the sacrifice of chanting the holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I am the chanting of the holy names. So Krishna recommends better, so Prabhupada recommends better take the process of chanting Hare Krishna. What will happen? Krishna will get pleased. If Krishna gets pleased, all the demigods will get pleased. Then what will happen? There will be sufficient rainfall. Now, Prasadam. So in this entire purpose, why I have chosen this sloka is, in this entire purpose, Prabhupada focuses mainly on Prasadam. Mainly on Prasadam. Prior to this sloka, in the prior purpose, Prabhupada says, Ahara Shuddhau Sharpa Suddhihi, Sharpa Shuddhau Smriti Granthina, Smriti Shuddhau Vimokshana. It means when somebody consumes only purified prasadam, sanctified food, what will happen? Their existence will get purified. If their existence gets purified, their memory will get purified. If the memory gets purified, final tissues in the memory will get activated. When the final tissues in the memory gets activated, they can think about the path of liberation. Else it won't happen. So memory has to get purified. Currently the final tissues in the brain, it is not purified. So if I eat prasadam, my existence, that is my place, will get purified. See, imagine, there are many chicken shops are there, mutton shops are there, fish shops are there. How many of us are ready to go and sit inside there? The place where they are cutting chickens, right? Chicken, mutton. We will make sure the blood will not spill on our cloth. Those who want to buy the non-vegetarian food, they will try to make sure that blood should not spill on their cloths. And why they are eating that? How many of us ready to sit there? No, right? It's really disgusting to enter into that place. Even those who are eating non-vegetarian, that is meat. I should not say non-vegetarian. Everything has a soul. Prabhupada never categorized as vegetarian or non-vegetarian. Prabhupada simply said Krishnatarian. Because plants, fruits, everything has a life there. Unless life is there, it will not give any nutrition to us. So the place of existence, because of that impure food, that place of existence, it is completely pure. Nobody even likes to sit. Those who are eating that meat also does not like to enter that place. They will be standing outside. They won't feel to sit inside. But in the other case, where the place is very clean, prasadam is distributed, and very nicely Krishna is decorated, how many people are ready to go? In temples, how many people are ready to go sit inside and talk? Right? Why? Because that place that existence has been purified. So that's what Prabhupada says in the purport. By consuming prasadam, that is sanctified food, the existence will get purified. If the existence is pure, then your memory will get purified. If memory is pure, then the finer tissues in the brain will get purified. Then one will be able to think, contemplate, analyze more about spiritual life. Else what will happen? They will feel very lazy, they will procrastinate, and they will go inside the mode of passion and ignorance. So that is the potential of prasadam. Do not think that prasadam is a simple thing. Prasadam is a simple thing. It is a direct mercy of Krishna. So we already discussed in multiple classes. Right? Food also carries the consciousness. Grains also carries the consciousness. And when it is cooked, the cooked food also grabs the consciousness of those who are cooking. There is a pastime in Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. Since many devotees are just doing like this meeting, I will tell one pastime. There was one devotee called Kanchipurna, who was living in Kanchipuram. He went to Tirupati. He said, shall I fan my Lord? Balaji said, it's already very cold, 9 months here. So better you find some other place. This Kanchipurna, he was very good in his service in making flowers. Daily 30 to 40 kilometers he has to walk, make garland and offer to Varadaraja and go back. Seeing his sincerity, soon Varadaraja started speaking to him. So then, one day, Kanchi Varada, some of the Vaishnavas approached Kanchipurna to talk to Varadaraja about their problems. So one set of devotees, local people will come. Kanchipurna, I know you are speaking to Varadaraja, so please ask when will my son or daughter will get married. So Kanchipurna will go. He will ask to Varadaraja. Varadaraja, he is asking. Kanchipurna, Lord will ask, do you have any questions for you? He will say, no, I do not have any questions. So Varadaraja will reply. Then again he will go back and he will convey that answer. So once it happened, Ramanujacharya asked Kanchipurna that please go to Varadaraja and ask when will I get liberated. Kanchipurna went to Varadaraja. Varadaraja said, Ramanuja, he will get liberated in this same birth. What about Ramanujacharya's disciples? They will all get liberated in this same birth. What about the teachers who are teaching lessons to Ramanujacharya? Yes, they will also get liberated in the same birth. Then Kanchipurna said, what about me? Varadaraja said, no, I cannot give liberation in this birth to you. Why? Daily I am talking to you, I am fanning you. Because that was another service which Kanchipurna was doing. Daily he will take fan, peacock feather, he will. Why we are fanning the peacock feather? In the deity worship also we have two, right? Chamala. Chamala first and peacock feather next. Or which is first and which is next? Which one you will show first? Chamala. Then peacock feather. Why we are showing both? Huh? Okay, yeah. So peacock feather will give cool breeze. Chamala will give little warm breeze. So in Kanchipuram, so he was fanning the peacock feather. So he said, then what I should do? Varadaraja said, because you have never pleased any Vaishnava, you have never done service and you have never pleased any Vaishnava, so that way I cannot consider you for liberation. So So then Kanchipurna thought, immediately Kanchipurna stopped the service. And immediately Kanchipurna went to one of the other disciples of Yamanacharya. His name was, in Tamil I know, in Sanskrit I forgot the name. His name is called Periya Nambi. Periya Nambi. He went to his house, backside of the house, he started doing all the menial services. One full year he did. One day, Periya Nambi saw that, what is this? Kanchipurna is doing service at my home. And then, Periya Nambi asked him, why Kanchipurna, why you are doing service to me? Then, Kanchipurna said, Varadaraja said, I am not doing service to any Vaishnavas. So, I thought I should do service to you. Are you really satisfied? Periya Nambi said, to my heart, I am really satisfied. So, on the other hand, what happened? Kanchipurna daily used to eat prasadam in his own plate. One day the plate was missing. Kanchipurna started feeling upset. He called many Vaishnavas. Did you take? Where is my plate? Nobody should touch my plate. Because I am a low fallen soul. Let me only touch my plate. But they were not able to find the plate. Then he went back to Kanchipuram, Varadaraja Swami temple. He started taking that peacock. Again he was fanning. And that garland was not proper to Varadaraja. So he thought, let me adjust the garland. So while adjusting the garland, he went back side of the deity. There the plate was there. The plate which he used to eat prasadam. Then he called all the pujaris. You know what you have done? This is the plate which I am using. Why are you using this to offer prasadam to Krishna? You should not have done it. It is an offense, deity offense. Then he became upset. He started scolding these pujaris. Then Varadaraja said, Kanchipurna, do not get angry with them. I am the one who took your plate. Because 1 year ago, I said only one word that I cannot consider you for liberation because you have not done any service to Vaishnavas. Now, entire 1 year, you have done service to the extreme, you have satisfied my devotee Periya Nambi. Now, I am really satisfied with you. So, I thought, why don't I consume some prasadam using your plate? Because I am really satisfied with you. Now, I am considering you for liberation. Hence, I thought I should take your plate. I was hiding your plate backside. Imagine that is the potency of prasadam. And that too, if some Vaishnava has eaten prasadam, we can take. So generally, karma gets transferred in many forms. One is saliva. Consciousness and the karma will get transferred in many forms. One is saliva. Next is tears. Third is blood. Fourth is semen. Like that in various, fifth is sweating. Okay. So in that way, karma will get transferred in many ways. That's why if somebody is dead in our home, people should not cry and the tears should not fall on the dead body. Otherwise, they will pull that soul again into their family. The tears has that potency. Tears has that potency. They will be able to pull back the soul in their home. So tears will bring back the soul. Tears should not fall on the dead body. By sweat also karma can get transferred. By saliva will get transferred. If you see this example. When a bride and a bridegroom they get married, as a ritual, what they will do in South India? After marriage, immediately what they will do? They will give milk and banana. Right? So, first that bridegroom will eat and then that same thing will be given to bride. Why is it so? Because The bridegroom might have been developed in a different environment, his mindset will be different. The bride has a different mindset because she might have been brought up in with a different mentality, different environment. Both will be totally different. Now, by exchanging that same food, by being eaten by the same food, what will happen? The consciousness will get transferred. Both mindsets will get adjusted. Both minds will get adjusted to start the family. Because Prabhupada used to say, in US this divorce is very common. Every hook and corner you will find one lawyer. Divorce for $100, divorce for $250. Every hook and corner you will see. During this day of season, sometimes the economy goes down, sometimes the economy goes up. Whenever the economies go down, there will be lawyers standing. $50 for divorce. I have seen that because I have been in US, so hence I am telling. I have seen that. So Prabhupada used to tell, in US the concept is love at first sight, divorce at first fight. Love at first sight, divorce at first fight. Even for silly things, they will divorce. But where in India, morning we will fight, evening we will fight, night we will be fine. But that is how the culture is. That is how the good culture. Because whenever there are two people, there will be misunderstanding. It is unavoidable. Whenever there are two people, there will be difference of opinion, difference of mindset, difference of thoughts, difference of way of leading the life. There will be misunderstanding. It is impossible to avoid that. So that is the reason they are giving. When the bride and bridegroom gets married, at least when they start the family, their mindset should get matched to each other. So they will eat the same fruit and milk. They will consume. So saliva, through saliva the karma and consciousness will get transferred. Through sweat it will get transferred. Through blood it will get transferred. And through semen it will get transferred. Consciousness as well as karma. So that is the reason when somebody has eaten that food, I should not take. In college we eat in the same plate. In teenage it is okay. But when we get mature enough, we have to be very conscious. Except some food, generally if some food has been eaten by someone, one should not take. Because I will accept his consciousness. Except some food. That food which is offered to Krishna, that food which is consumed by spiritual master, that food which is consumed by highly qualified Brahmana, that food eaten by father, son can take or wife can take the husband's remnants. In our culture we have sometimes wife will eat in the same plate of the husband. Because husband will share the bad karma, 50% of the bad karma husband shares. 50% of the bad karma, whatever wife has, husband will share. Husband has to take the ownership. And whatever food husband does, 50% it will go to wife. In Kali Yuga, it is safer to be a woman than a man. So, food consumed by Krishna, Supreme Lord, food consumed by a spiritual master, food eaten by a Maha Vaishnava or Bhagavata, that food, even though it has been touched by them, it will purify us. Not all the food. Father, whatever he has eaten, that remnant son can take. It will purify the son. It will purify the son. So like that, through saliva, the karma will get transferred. Now, why we are offering the food to Krishna? Because Krishna, when he sees that food and when I consume that sanctified food, it will purify up to my brain as well as my body. Okay, so further I will discuss on this point. So we saw about prasadam. So I hope our devotees are eating prasadam as much as possible. Last week already we saw many examples. So eating prasadam is very, very important. So then again Karma Yoga. I will come back to Karma Yoga part. See, how many of you want How many of you think painless life is happy? How many of you do not want pain? Nobody wants. Nobody wants. Are you sure you do not want pain? I will ask next question. How many of you do not want pain? How many of you think that if there is no pain, then it is a happy life?
Prabhu, you are asking about physical or mental pain?
Both, Prabhu. Both. So you do not want pain. How many of you want? How many of you think that if there is no pain, then actually it is happy life? If you put your finger in the fire, you will feel pain or not? Now suppose if you do not feel pain, if you feel pain, you will take it out. Suppose if you do not feel pain, will you feel to take it out? Now tell me whether pain is required or not.
Pain is required.
Once you get up morning, when your intestine has digested the food, it has to kick out that waste from the backside. It creates a pain. Suppose it doesn't create any pain, it does not give you any signal. What will happen? Just the body without any signaling or pain, it just kicks out that wastages. What will happen? Loose motion. I said properly digested. Loose motion is something intestine is not able to digest, so it is vomiting. Instead of vomiting from the mouth, it is just vomiting from our backside. Now tell me, pain is required or not? Now summarize in a sentence, pain is good or not? Every pain has a purpose. So if you understand the purpose behind the pain, then that pain will be a gain for you. 9 to 10 months, a girl carries the child in the womb. And particularly at the time of delivery, how much pain a lady goes through. Now tell me, that is painful or not? Matajis, you all know how much painful it is. But the moment baby comes out, all those 10 months, what you have undergone various pains, it becomes happiest moment. Correct? Examination. Whole year we will not study. 1 week before that exam, we will start to study. Night and day we will do preparation, night study, day study, in the college, even before that bell rings, we will be reading that. If this question comes, what I will return. From this chapter, this question comes, what I will return. Turning the pages after and after that. And sometimes you will see this page I have never seen in my 1 year. First time I am seeing this. Everybody has gone through. But the moment you complete the exam, you get pass mark. But particularly in college, right? First we will make sure we have got passed. Then we will check about the other results. Whether other student is passed or not. Because first I want to make sure I am in safer side. When I see that pass, I am just forgetting all the things. Now tell me, pain is required or not? See, it is not that painless life will give happiness. Purposeful life will give happiness. If you know what is the purpose of the pain, purpose behind the pain, then the purposeful life will give you happiness. Why I am telling this point? Karma yoga. Many devotees used to ask, I will work hard. That work produces some good result, but still I should not be attached to the result. Why is it so? Because if you develop the attitude to not get attached to the result, first thing, your anxiety will go away. If your anxiety will go away, you will be able to start to control your mind. You will be able to focus your mind. The moment you are able to focus your mind, it gradually grows to the mode of goodness. Then you will be able to focus on spiritual life. Why Krishna has designed this system? Because Krishna doesn't want us to stay. The another reason to not get attached to the result is everybody staying in this material world for only one main reason. What is that? Propensity to enjoy in the form of sound, touch, vision, taste, smell, emotions. All this soul, every soul wants to enjoy away from Krishna. That enjoying propensity, I have to kill that. I have to stop that enjoying propensity. So gradually, practicing this karma yoga, what will happen? That enjoying propensity, Krishna will kill that enjoying propensity. The moment I renounce that enjoying propensity, right, I will be able to, what will happen? When I go in front of the deity, I will be able to feel the presence of Krishna. Now we are all going to, like many devotees will go to many temple yatras, right? Divya Deshans, Mathura, Vrindavan. Inside Vrindavan, minimum 50 temples we will go and we will see. First temple we will go, we will pay full obeisances, we will see Krishna. As if really we are seeing Krishna, we will feel that. Second, third, fourth we will go, we will start feeling bored. Same Krishna, same Radha Rani, or same Vishnu, Sri Devi, Bhudevi. Anyway, deities are same. First time, when I entered first temple, I was able to feel something, but gradually it started feeling bored. Why? Because that I want to enjoy this material world. That propensity I have not renounced. The moment I start renouncing that propensity to enjoy away from Krishna, my attraction towards deities will increase. Then you go to any temple, you will feel the presence of Krishna. Otherwise, we won't feel that vibration. That is the reason when we go to yatras and all, one temple, two temple, then we will start feeling bored. Same Vishnu, Sri Devi, Bhudevi, Andal Devi. Many devotees used to come to Tamil Nadu and Kerala. They used to ask, okay Prabhu, anyway two temples we saw same kind of deities, because still the enjoying propensity to enjoy this matter, thinking that this matter will give me happiness. That propensity I have not renounced. Till the time I renounce that propensity, I will not get attracted to any deities. So I will stop here. Next we have 7 to 8 minutes chanting session. Those who do not have chanting beads, you can take beads. If you have any question after our prasadam, you can approach me or you can approach any senior Vaishnavas for clarifying your doubts. Mother, I need one mala to come. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Bhattadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. I will try to chant in a moderate speed so that you can all follow. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna. Just one point before announcement. We all know why we are doing this mass chanting. See, generally, if somebody chants Hare Krishna in front of Lord Krishna, the Lord will feel very happy. The Lord is not behind our chanting. Still, the Lord feels very happy. If 100 people together chant Hare Krishna mantra in front of Lord Krishna, we will get the results of the vibrations of all the 100 people chanting. So that will have more impact in purifying our mind. So that is the reason every Sunday we are making this group chanting. Hare Krishna. Now we will have announcements. Hare Krishna devotees, please be seated for a few more minutes. We will go through the announcements. So let us thank Sukhi Jagannath Prabhu for a wonderful class that he has given by chanting one time Hare Krishna Mahamatra for his spiritual growth. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. We would also like to thank Swati Mataji on account of her daughter's birthday. She is sponsoring Prasadam. Her daughter's birthday was on 2nd September and she wants to sponsor the Prasadam. So let's chant one time Hare Krishna Mahamatra for their spiritual growth. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. If anybody wants to sponsor Prasadam for the coming weeks, you can do so in the book counter. There are some requests for prayers. Arun Prabhuji's mother, Shargamani Srinivasan, she is diagnosed with some malignant brain tumor and surgery is planned for tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. So Mataji is also practicing Krishna consciousness and chanting 16 rounds. And she requested prayers for her. So let us chant one time loudly Hare Krishna Mahamatra for her well-being. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Prarthani Mataji's mother also, Subhuji Devi Dasi, she is also initiated devotee, chanting 16 rounds. She is also going through some, ailments. So let us also chant one time Hare Krishna Mahamatra for her well-being, loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. We would like to welcome the newcomers. Are there any newcomers? If there are, can you please stand and tell your name, please? Both sides, Prabhuji and Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji, what's your name? Krishna. Welcome Mataji. Raju Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Anju Mataji, Hare Krishna. What's your name? Nishant. Rushant. Krishna. Hare Krishna. Monica Mataji. What's your name? Vruddhi. Hare Krishna. Anyone from here? Gautam. So let us chant one time Hare Krishna Mahamatra to welcome our newcomers. They are guests of Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. So you all will get special gift. Is Mataji available? Okay, Srila Prabhu, you will get a special gift from the book counter. So take the gift before you leave today. So please scan your mobile phone. There is a QR code so that you can automatically join the announcement group. We request all the people to join around 4:30 every Sunday. which is where our program starts with Kirtan and all the artists. Before hearing the lecture or the katha, we have to really attend all the Kirtan so that we can purify our senses. Without that, we cannot understand the katha. So please join it around 4:30 every Sunday. You all can sit now. I told you. Standing. I told you. So we have request for seva, volunteering seva. After the prasadam is done, we request devotees to help with mopping and cleaning of the floors and so on. It's a voluntary service. If you would like to do, please help with the service. They have one birthday anniversary also from last week. Srila Prabhu's daughter, Jnanada's birthday was yesterday. So we will be celebrating her birthday immediately after this announcement. For the kids program, please talk to Srila Mataji or Padma Mataji. Okay. On the BBD counter, we have a lot of delicious prasadam and transcendental books also. So please, please take the prasadam or books from the transcendental books from the book counter. There is an announcement for Bhakti course. There is a gift course every Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Okay, please enroll for the course at the book counter. Hare Krishna. One more announcment, please pay attention. We are planning to have a Japa marathon on Ekadashi, which is coming Wednesday, from 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Center, right? So we are requesting devotees who can come and please join the Japa marathon. Again, repeat, Ekadashi on Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. in this center here. Hare Krishna.
एक